One kick. That's the difference between calm and chaos, control and catastrophe. In the world of horses, those majestic giants we often romanticize, there lies a darker truth. Beneath the flowing manes and thunderous gallops is a creature armed with one of nature's most underrated weapons, the kick. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 of the deadliest horse kicks ever caught on camera. But forget everything you know about breeds or bloodlines. This isn't about what kind of horse, it's about what kind of strike. And what happens when 1,200 pounds of raw power unleashes hell in a single second. What kind of kick can send a man flying 6 feet through the air? Which move has shattered bones, splintered fences, and even changed safety protocols on ranches across the country? Stick around. Some kicks are fast, some are furious, but all of them are dangerously unforgettable. One, the classic back kick, silent but sudden. It's the most common and the most deceptive. You're brushing a horse's flank. The stable's quiet. The air feels calm. Then out of nowhere, bam! A hind leg lashes out like a piston, striking the side of your leg or hip before you even realize you were in danger. This is the classic back kick, a single quick strike from one rear leg, delivered straight behind. Often it's not even out of aggression. It's reflex. It's a warning. It's fast, and most victims never see it coming. A horse doesn't need to rear or rotate. All it takes is a shift of weight, a twitch of muscle, and suddenly you're on the ground, wondering what just hit you. Two, the double barrel kick, the shotgun blast. This one isn't subtle, it's loud, it's brutal. It's the kind of kick you hear before you feel it. And by the time you feel it, it's already too late. The double barrel kick is exactly what it sounds like. Both hind legs launch straight back in unison. It's a full body explosion, driven by fear, rage, or pure adrenaline. Why it's deadly. Double kicks don't just knock people over, they throw them. The combined force of two legs can easily reach over 2,000 psi, more than enough to crush ribs or shatter femurs. For heavy breeds like the Shire or Belgian Draft, a double barrel kick is like getting hit by a wrecking ball wearing horseshoes. Three, the spin kick, the whiplash. Now let's turn up the unpredictability. Unlike the previous kicks, the spin kick doesn't strike directly backward. Instead, the horse rotates its body, using momentum to swing one hind leg in a wide arcing motion. It's elegant, sudden, deadly. Think of it like a roundhouse kick from a black belt, but scaled up to 1,200 pounds. Why it's terrifying? Because it comes from the side. You expect kicks behind a horse. But this? It's like being hit by a wrecking ball that changed direction mid-swing. And worst of all, you often don't even realize the horse has spun until you're already on the ground. We've just scratched the surface. These three kicks alone account for dozens of recorded injuries and countless near misses. When hooves leave the ground, everything changes. Most kicks are grounded, tactical, fast, and precise. But what happens when a horse launches itself into the air, using every ounce of power in its legs, back, and core? What you get is a kick that doesn't just strike, it collides. 4. The jump kick, mid-air mayhem. You don't expect a horse to fly, but that's exactly what makes this kick so devastating. The jump kick happens when a horse rears, twists, and kicks midair, a full-body strike delivered from above. It's rare, it's theatrical, and it's terrifyingly real. The moment hung in the air, dust rising like smoke, muscles flexed like a bowstring. When it landed, the rival hit the ground hard, his shoulder torn open from the impact. Why it's deadly? It's dynamic. The added height equals added momentum. When a 1,000-pound animal turns itself into a flying battering ram, the kick lands with double the force. These aren't random outbursts. Jump kicks are deliberate, often used in high-stakes stallion fights for dominance or territory. You'll rarely see one up close and live to talk about it. The side kick. The curveball. Some kicks come from the front, some from the rear, but the side kick is the most deceptive of them all. It's a flick, a whip, a lash of muscle aimed sideways, often while the horse is still facing forward. Why it's dangerous? Most people know not to stand behind a horse, but the side? That feels safe, and that false sense of security is where the danger lies. Side kicks are fast and close range, ideal for horses reacting to sudden proximity. Whether it's a handler, a child, or another animal, the target is usually unaware, often standing right next to the flank. 6. The front strike. The knockdown. Most kicks come from the back, but when a horse rears up and strikes down with its front legs, it's not just aggression, it's war. Known as the front strike, this attack mimics the behavior of stallions in the wild, asserting dominance or defending territory. When a horse stands upright, then slams its hooves down on a threat, it combines gravity, speed, and pure impact. Why it's deadly? You're not dealing with reflex here. You're dealing with calculated aggression. Horses use this move when defending a foal, challenging another male, or reacting to a serious threat. For humans, it's often misread as playful rearing, right before the front hooves crash down with over 800 pounds per square inch of force. A horse isn't a predator. It doesn't hunt. It doesn't seek to harm. But when it's trapped, overwhelmed, or confused, its body becomes its only weapon, and it uses that weapon with terrifying precision. 7. The cornered kick. No way out. The cornered kick isn't a calculated strike, it's a reaction, born of fear and confinement. The horse may not even aim, but in a tight space, aiming isn't necessary. Cornered kicks often happen at close range. There's no time to dodge, no room to fall safely, just impact. 8. The panic kick. Blind chaos. This is the most unpredictable type of kick. It has no direction, no target, no warning, just terror. The panic kick happens when a horse becomes overwhelmed by sudden noise. Flashing lights, tight crowds, or trauma. It's an explosion of muscle with hooves flailing in every direction. Why it's dangerous? Because it's directionless. Panic kicks are pure survival, lashing out blindly in all directions. They don't stop until the horse feels safe or until someone gets hurt. Editing suggestion: overlay with chaotic crowd sounds and fast-cut footage of flailing hooves in tight public spaces. The danger isn't just the force, it's the unpredictability. 9. The spin rear combo. The Whirlwind. Some kicks are powerful, some are fast. But this one, it's both. The spin rear combo is one of the most advanced and destructive moves in a horse's arsenal. It combines the lateral torque of a spin with the crushing power of a double hind leg strike. It's a two-part attack delivered in less than a second. Why it's deadly? Because it's intentional. Unlike panic kicks, the spin rear combo is used in dominance battles, often between stallions. It's fast, fluid, and nearly impossible to predict, especially in large herds or pasture settings. 10. The death kick. It shouldn't have happened. Why it matters? Because it reminds us that even experienced professionals can misread a moment. That horses, no matter how familiar, are still animals with immense power and split-second reflexes. And that sometimes one wrong step is all it takes to change a life forever. So what have we learned? That's not all. Kicks are wild. Not all strikes are savage. Some are warnings, some are instincts. But all of them remind us that horses are not machines. They are powerful, living creatures, capable of beauty, trust, and devastating impact. The more we understand their behavior, the more we learn to respect their space, their instincts, and their language. Because every scar, every dented gait, every moment caught on camera speaks one truth: horses don't attack, they react. We've seen how the horse, in all its grace and silence, can become a force of pure impact. But here's the truth no one tells you. A horse doesn't kick to be cruel. It doesn't lash out for sport. It kicks because something, instinct, fear, protection, pride, tells it that kicking is the only answer left. Each strike we witnessed wasn't just a display of muscle. It was a language, a boundary drawn, a message spoken in a single motion. Back away. This is my space. This is my moment. As humans, we often admire horses for their elegance, their power, and their loyalty. But sometimes we forget the cost of that closeness. Forget that beneath that velvety nose and calm demeanor lies a heartbeat that once ran wild, free, reactive, and strong enough to shape history. We ride them, we race them, we whisper to them in barns at midnight. But we must also remember to listen, because a horse speaks in weight shifts, in tail flicks, in sudden stillness, and yes, sometimes in the terrifying finality of a kick. Now it's your turn. Which of these kicks shocked you the most? Have you ever experienced or narrowly avoided a horse's warning strike? Drop your story in the comments. Your insight might help someone avoid the same mistake, or help someone finally understand their horse a little better. Because in the world of horses, knowledge isn't just power. Sometimes it's survival. If you thought horses were unpredictable, wait until you see what a moose can do when you get too close, or how a zebra warns trespassers with a kick straight out of a kung fu movie. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. The wild, the wonderful, and the dangerously majestic. This is Animal Prime, where beauty runs wild and danger moves in silence. We'll see you at the next stampede.